So let's all stand up first before we can go and let's start our prayer. And let's remember that we're all the holy presence of God. So Lord, thank you for this wonderful day that you given to us. Lord, thank you for the blessings, guidance, and protection. May you forgive us with our all sins. And this is we pray. And good morning again, guys. Are you all here? Alright, so for today, we're going to discuss the 4 types of parenting style. So before we can proceed to our specific topic, I'm going to ask one question first, okay? Describe your parents and guardians in one word. So I'll give you 30 seconds to think about it, and I'll be proud of you. Alright, so I'll pick one right now. Genesis.
Supporting.
Ako eh. Purpose, purpose. Dasar. Mr. Roman. Alright, thank you for your answers, guys. So, moving forward, before we end this lesson, can you please try to read our objectives first?
At the end of the lesson, students should be able to differentiate what parenting styles do their parents use in raising them, identify the 4 types of parenting styles, and evaluate the differences of each parenting style.
Perfect, thank you for that one. So, moving forward, first I'm going to introduce you to one of our friends, Ms. Diane Berman, and she's actually the founder of the 4 types of parenting styles. And Ms. Diane is a developmental psychologist at the University of California at Berkeley in the 1960s. And Berman noticed that preschoolers exhibited distinctively different types of behaviors. Each type of behavior was highly correlated to a specific kind of parenting. So based on extensive observations, interviews, and analysis, she initially identified 3 parenting styles, which is the authoritative parenting, authoritarian parenting, and permissive parenting. So, although Ms. Diane Berman is known for her work on categorizing parenting styles, McCovey and Martin on 1983 were the ones who expanded this 3 parenting style model using a 2-dimensional framework. So, the Sir McCovey and Martin, they expanded the theory by dividing the permissive parenting style into 2 parts, which is the permissive style and the neglectful parenting. So that's why sometimes the 4 types of parenting usually called Martin and McCovey, because they usually make a big contribution in terms of the 4 parts of parenting style. So moving forward, we have 4 types, which is we're going to focus first on the authoritative. And can you please read it, Mr. Roman, the authoritative? Perfect. So these parents provide their kids with reasoning and explanation for their actions. Explanations allow children to have a sense of awareness and teach kids about values, morals, and goals. So this kind of parenting usually parents are supportive, but they also have boundaries. But the most applicable example for this one is I want you to get a high grades. But if you can't, you can talk to me what seems to be the problem. So that's one of the main example of this kind of parenting style. And usually the effects of this parenting style is children appear to be happy and content. They are more independent, are more active, achieving higher academic performance, and develop good self-esteem. So moving forward to our authoritarian, can you please read it as a word? Perfect. So these parents provide their kids with reasoning and explanation for their actions. And this also, authoritarian parents are unresponsive to their children needs and are generally not nurturing. This usually justifying mean treatment to toughen up their kids. So the best example for this kind of parenting is the word "because I said so." Like I want you to do it. So this usually means that you don't have you have no choice, but you need to follow the demand of your parents for you to achieve your goal. But the usually the common effects of this kind of authoritarian or the disciplinarian parenting style is have an unhappy disposition, be less independent, appear insecure, possesses low self-esteem. And the third one is we have the permissive or the indulgent. Can you please put it on Ms. Dolrasa?
Permissive or indulgent. Permissive parents, also known as passive parents, set very few parent rules and boundaries, and they are reluctant to enforce rules.
Perfect. So this kind of parenting style is these indulgent parents are warm and indulgent. Like they do not like to say no or disappoint their children. They practice passive parenting. So this kind of parenting is that your parents usually give you what you want, and this kind of the best example for this kind of parenting style is you want a candy, I will buy it right now, and that's one of the example. But these they only set low boundaries compared to other authoritative and authoritarian. And the last one and that we have is being discovered by Sir Martin and McClay is the neglectful. But before we can proceed, this is usually the effects of permissive parenting style. Cannot follow rules, have worse self-control, possesses egnocentric tendencies, encounter more problems in relationship and social interactions. And lastly, the neglectful or uninvolved. Sir Corpus, please read it first.
Neglectful parents do not set our boundaries or high standards. They are different to their children's needs and are uninvolved in their lives.
Perfect. So these uninvolved parents may have mental issues themselves, such as depression, physical abuse, or child neglect when they were kids. So this usually based on also the experience of their parents, based on psychology. And this kind of parenting, your parents is usually not involved with your life. They don't care. And the best example for this one is do whatever you want, and I don't care. And the common effects of this kind of parenting is they are more impulsive, cannot self-regulate emotion, encounter more delinquent behavior and addiction problems, have more mental issues such as suicidal behavior and adolescence, and do you have any other questions for the for parenting styles? So I have one activity for you for today. So what do you think is the most effective parenting styles? Please try to write this one in a 1/4 sheet of bond paper, and I'll give you around 2 minutes, and afterwards I'll be gathering the papers. Are you all done? Perfect. So just pass the paper forward. And lastly, I'm gonna leave you some, a small exercise or an assignment when you got home. Interview or ask your parents, guardians, what parenting styles did they use in raising you, and the reason behind it. Put your answers on 1/2 sheet of yellow pad paper, okay? And I'll be gathering that one on our next meeting. And is there other questions, clarifications?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I think we're all set, and class dismissed.
Yes, sir.